I read a quote where they said, when you go through a divorce, when your kids are younger, they idolize their dad. Then when the divorce happens, they demonize them. I know, and I think deep down my kids know. They know I was there when they was growing up. They know no matter what was going on in my life, they came first. And it's weird how everything was fine until the divorce happened. And then I became a deadbeat. Then I abandoned everybody. And I was like, that is not what happened. I never put my career before them. It was equal. You know what I mean? My management, when we went over my schedule, when's their kids' birthdays? What events do they gotta be in? Like if there was a recital, a basketball game, things like that, I was like, okay, I gotta get back. I gotta make it. Like we would literally, okay, what day is Austin's birthday? What day is Kennedy's birthday? Emilio's birthday? Like, okay, so you can't work that day. Or I gotta be close enough that I can get back for their birthday. Hey, we had a reality show, you know what I mean? That everybody got paid on. I was making my kids money when they were under 18, you know what I mean?
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw the clip, man. This is messed up to have to talk about, but it's true, man. Kids choose, man. And if you're a father, more times than not, kids gonna choose their mom over you. Whether it's, divorce or just y'all never got married. And I'm not talking about little kids. I'm talking about teenagers and up, right? And the thing about it is, I think a lot of fathers in that position, it's like this sucks. That sucks. But you got a lot of different factors that can go on, right? A kid could be like, they don't realize they're being they don't realize they're being a little asshole to you because they don't take into consideration that they could be doing something wrong because, mama says it's okay, grandma says it's okay, granddad says it's okay, auntie and uncle say it's okay, so it must be okay. So, but at some point they're old enough to know no, something wrong, and they just rolling down, with the bad habit. Now the other thing, we had this discussion about sometimes these kids choose mama because mama's lenient, man. They can run over mama. Mama let them do what they want, and if she's not gonna let them do what they want, they're gonna be able to get away with it because they ain't really scared of her like that. They really ain't paying attention to her like that. So, they choose mama, and then when shit go bad, daddy, it's like, no, don't call me daddy now, motherfucker. So that's another aspect of it. But kids choose, and I've seen it to where and I've said it before. Like sometimes kids don't realize the impact of how they act when they choose mom over dad until they become like well into adulthood. And a lot of y'all have these issues that y'all swear y'all having anxiety and anxious issues, and y'all having these um not necessarily just mental issues, but y'all having breakdowns or just lapses of a human being. And what is really centered around is you dead ass wrong. And even though you dead ass wrong when you did it, it ain't really sitting with your spirit well. And it's like, well, and you want some type of, not necessarily answer, but you want a pat on the back or it's going to be all right. And sometimes it's not going to be all right. And then we got to have this other little conversation about this, that, kids choose mom and then figure out that mom ain't the person they should have chose, and then they don't know where to go. Pride won't let them go back to dad. Fear won't let them go back to dad. The I told you so. Well, I just can't do it. And they can't do it. Their ego sometimes. Sometimes the kids feel like, they've been teen moms so long that they're the righteous human being and dad's a scumbag. So even if they do scumbag shit, you know, they well, that doesn't matter because you're beneath me. Like that's how it comes off in the arrogance of it. And so you find yourself in a very interesting, I would say interesting position. Excuse me. And at the same time, this is where I got to have a conversation, using this topic. Like Gary Owen was talking about, once they got divorced, then all of a sudden you become a deadbeat and they become abandoned, and it's like, oh, now all of a sudden I'm just a bad person. Now, once two parents split, the kids gonna choose whoever they choose is gonna be the hero, and whoever they didn't choose is gonna be the villain until they use some common sense and grow up. But I will say this: fathers have seen how it could have been mom. Mom could have been the cause of all these problems, and the kids choose mom. That's just what it is. And when they choose mom, they had this one little problem. They show her a level of grace and forgiveness they'll never show their dad. They love her in spite of her faults and flaws. She's, not abandoning them, and she's not a deadbeat, even if she's abandoning them and a deadbeat. So for the guys, it's this strange dynamic that, oh, maybe, just maybe, and sometimes you got to justify it to yourself. It's like maybe they think I can handle being the one pushed to the outskirts. Because sometimes, mom feel like they need the kids, and the kids feel like they need mom, and they're codependent and they survive with each other. But dad's more so, I'm gonna teach you how to actually, you know, fend for yourself, and that's not what they want. When you break up or go your separate ways, people want to come together and be unified, even if it's let's use that word toxic, right? So they want to feel like family and feel important, and leaves dad stuck out in the cold because guess what? Hey man, all he's supposed to do is just, all he do is make sure everything is together in our lives and pay the bills and buy us clothes and put food on the table, but he ain't really nobody. We don't need him like that. So it's that dynamic, right? Until the son winds up becoming a father and realize, oh, that's some bullshit, but or the daughter says she don't need a man until and then she realized, man, I do. And if I need one, now maybe I need my dad now. And it's like, hmm, you chose, man. And sometimes y'all want this how can I say, not unfettered, you know, but unlimited, infinite forgiveness if you choose mom. And you could choose mom; it's not a big deal. But if you choose mom over dad, you ain't supposed to be choosing either. You're supposed to just, be on both of their sides. But if you're gonna choose mom over dad, one thing you gotta do is you gotta ride that out. You gotta ride that out. So that's just my 2 cents. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.